I have tried in my own limited way to be a disciple of Jesus Christ, a student of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and friend, and to follow the examples, the challenges, and learn from, and try to pass those on. I was a part of SCLC, organized a chapter of SCLC in Cincinnati, was a member of the board of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, and later continued that work with the Reverend Jesse Jackson, and we still have contact and friendship. So my whole life as a disciple of Jesus Christ and a committed, non-violent soldier in the freedom movement, we cannot turn back. The work is necessary. It doesn't get easier, it's hard, and there will be moments of forward movement, and there will be moments of terrible setbacks, and we are in one of those moments now. And things that you take for granted in one age is strange, unknown information to another generation. Yes. We overcame fear with unity, prayer, and preparedness. We went through a process of preparation, and we were ready to die if need be, and we knew that was a real possibility. And in the midst of that, we never lost hope, and the hatred could not kill our humor. The movement was filled with hope and humor. It's amazing how in the midst of all of this, somebody would make a statement that would create laughter. Assistant Attorney General of Georgia said he had enough evidence to send us to jail for 40 years. And some student looked around and said, "Do you think you'll be able to find a wife or husband at the end of our sentence?" Humor, it was redemptive humor. But there's a hymn from days now gone that says, "Should earth against my soul engage, and fiery darts be hurled, then I can smile at Satan's rage and face a frowning world." Faith, hope, love, and humor can keep you civilized, prayerful, and filled with special kind of overcoming courage in the midst of danger. It doesn't happen, in a flash. We prepared, we had workshops, we discussed what was possible, and realized that some of us might not live through that. Most of us did, but a few did not. And the spiritual preparation was the amazing thing, and I think it's lacking in today's movement, where you just jump up and say, "We're going to march," and you go out. We didn't do that. We sat down and planned. We looked at how we want to articulate the why, the wherefore. And then we asked certain people in the group to be the spokespersons. So everybody is not saying, A, Z, X, Y. And we also looked at the people who were the best writers, and there were other things that people could do. Some people were not ready to go to jail. Some people were not ready to commit themselves to nonviolence, but they could play a role. No, we don't want you to go on the picket line. You're not prepared. but you can do a great service in the office. You can help prepare the signs. That's important. You can make phone calls. And I think that is absent in today's move. I'm not putting today's efforts down, but preparation has no substitute. And even after revelation, you got to have preparation. Revelation, preparation, demonstration. Today we have demonstration without preparation, and revelation is almost off the chart. The community was a community of dreams. So if you ask, how were you encouraged? What kept you going? It was family, it was church, community, and school. Dilapidated school with great teachers. Teachers who did not have the equipment in these segregated schools, but they had a spirit of education plus love, and that made a difference. My wife, Edwina, we've been married 57 years now. Dr. King performed our wedding ceremony, and she was on the staff of SCLC, Edwina, my wife, for 5 years, and was present in Birmingham in those dangerous days. And that was a moment when hundreds of young people were in jail. And SCLC, Southern Christian Leadership Conference, of which Dr. King was president, had run out of money. And there was a debate in the staff with staff members of SCLC trying to convince Dr. King not to go to jail. You can't go to jail, Dr. King. The jails are full and we don't have any money, and we need you to get on the road and raise some money to keep the organization afloat. And as they talk back and forth, Edwina tells me that Dr. King got up and left the room while they were debating and trying to convince him not to go to jail. And when he came back, he had put on his denim jacket and his blue jeans and his shirt, really his jailhouse uniform. And while they were debating, he was dressing for jail, literally. And he walked out, participated led the demonstration, was arrested, and while he was in jail, that's when he wrote the letter from Birmingham jail. In jail, President Kennedy in jail in Birmingham, Dr. King in jail in Birmingham, President Kennedy was persuaded to submit a civil rights bill to Congress. He was assassinated before it passed, but out of that experience really came the 1964 Civil Rights Bill. When staff and others were saying, don't go to jail, the Spirit of God was leading Dr. King, and the nation was blessed. out of his jail experience. There's some sermons in that. There's some poetry in that. There's some books and history lessons and lessons of hope and change all wrapped up in his jail experience.